This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We've got the Cavaliers taking on Washington. Now here's Howard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You gotta feed Howard the rock when he's in the paint. He commands the ball whenever he has that kind of position.
Pass to Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Washington fast break. Porter's running. And Sexton has it in the corner. Off target with his three. Here's Washington. Morris a screen. Outside, Beal. Morris a screen. Beal using the pick. Nice jump shot. Good. Doors when the light finally goes on for a young guy. So fun to watch. Younger players who've got all the talent and all the world right in front of them, but yet haven't put it all together just quite yet.
It's amazing to me how quickly we can give up on a young guy who maybe doesn't find success right out of the gate. But the reality is you have to remember, player development is the lifeblood of this league, maybe now more than ever with the current state of the salary cap. So a little patience as a fan base goes a long, long way.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint and still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
The open look here for Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep, a shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
And Wall, here we go now. Howard misses.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Now here's Love. The fadeaway. To the middle. Over Morris. And it's Love missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Beal. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
Now Sexton. It's stolen by Wall. Now here's Beal. He's guarded by Love. And another miss by Washington. And a wide open look for Hood. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
No good from Howard.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Here's Morris. Screen by Howard. Down low. And stolen by Hood. Here's Love. And the dunk by Love.
Well, I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Washington trailing. And here is Satoransky. In the corner, it's Oubre. Back to Satoransky. Tries to snap the cold streak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
And I'll tell you what, Doris, Thomas Satoransky, he's got some game.
He certainly does, Kevin. We're talking about a point guard with excellent size and vision. He's an efficient shooter with some big-time range. And Satoransky will be a little bit more assertive the more confident he gets. This guy is on his way up.
Yeah, love how fast Korver shoots the ball. Doesn't even think about it, just terrific instincts.
And he gets it back. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Pass to Clarkson. "17 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. They get the rebound. Back to Fry. Here's Nance. Goes up again.
Well, isn't this what coaches love to see? Morris getting at.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers on top, up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
Well, you just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
Beal with the block. Well, they'll get another chance. Nance with another miss.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Beal's shot is good.
Oh, slicing into the lane. Nice take by Bradley Beal.
Now here is Hill. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Good on the shot.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Nice ball movement by Washington. And they take the lead. And that's now 7 points for Dwight Howard.
I think Tyronn Lue as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. And Doris for Ty Lue. He keeps the peace by keeping things fresh and new for his team.
Well, I like that last year he took the team to wine country in Napa in the middle of the season. Boy, that's a great way to bond as a team and break up the routine. Just one trick he's used to keep players at ease.
Here's Washington now. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Satoransky. And Mahinmi has it in the corner. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Smith right side. Inside. Love. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead. Mahinmi a screen. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Doris, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line, because to me there's no consistency, there's a lot of confusion, and I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Back to Satoransky. From outside, off the mark. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Sexton. Good for 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Washington trails by 6. And J.R.Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left in the first half. Morris outside. Back to Howard. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. Good for 3. And that's not going to go.
Well, so disruptive.
And so it's Cleveland, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been giving J.Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And we'll be right back after this. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
Smith on the wing. Shoots over Beal. And it's Smith missing. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Washington trails by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Love. He's got 8. Sexton. That falls. Great assist by Love. 6 points for Colin Sexton.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Howard's shot is good.
And Howard, one of the most dangerous players in the league when he rolls to the rim.
Here's Sexton. Wall with a block. They get it back and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pass to Porter. Back to Wall. Morris a screen. Wall off the screen. That one's not going to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Hood. Back to Smith. To the middle. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Porter. Outside for Beal. They double team Beal. Back to Porter. Pass to Meeks. 5 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Washington making some changes. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And just an impossible shot to guard at times. Doris, when you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, 2 in particular. James Harden, that step back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those 2 men, when they decide to get to that step back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
For the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Outside Hill. 3-pointer. Cleveland gets it back. Clarkson. Korver gets a wide open look. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Nance.
Well, just loses his head for a moment. That's not overthinking. That's just not thinking.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Green, the screen. Down low. Makes it off the glass. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's Fry for 3. It's good from long range. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
That speaks volumes about the game of Fry. Always ready to pull the trigger once he touches the ball.
It's deflected. They recover it. Mahimi's shot is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Hill. Pass to Fry. Launches a 3. Green with the rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thank you.
This is the assertiveness of Kyle Korver, the pre-shot preparation. As soon as he gets it on the catch, he's ready to fire.
Here's Satoransky. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's Beal on the wing. He has 6. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, you've got to lock and trail, because with that kind of space, Beal will pick you apart.
Korver from deep three-point land. And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Washington trails by 7. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there. And instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Now here's Wall. Screen by Howard. They get a hand on it. Now Hill. Now here's Wall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Washington.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nance outside. It's back to Hill. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
To the paint. And Howard has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Washington calls timeout.
And with the tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Well, Greg, I think I love the timeout call. At least it gives you a shift in momentum. It's a smart move.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He's not satisfied with their effort level. He said, we're not hustling out there, guys. We are not going to win that way. I promise you. We've got to get after it. We'll see how his team responds.
Thank you, David. Pass to Hill. Here's Clarkson. Here's Fry. Another shot. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for 1 more here.
And Fry really uses every inch of his body when he's pounding the glass. Really works hard for those boards.
Washington trails by 12. Mahinmi a screen. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Green. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Outside for Korver. Cleveland moving it around. Outside Hill. Poked loose. Stolen by Satoransky. Over to the wing. Outside Green. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Boy, ran his man right into the pick and got the open look. Basketball 101.
Outside Korver. Here's Nance. No good from outside. Washington trails by 10. Poked away. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. Outside Porter. From past the arc. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got it back down to single digits for Washington. Hill with tipped away. to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. And trying to break loose. Shot's good by Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Wall attack. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's called on Channing Frye.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
And obviously makes him very difficult to defend because he can fly right over you.
Count that one.
You know, we think J.R.Smith is just a shooter, but make no mistake, he has no problem attacking the rim.
Here's Howard. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Beal. Morris a screen to the inside. And stolen by Love. Pass to Sexton. Back to Love. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Goes back up. Good.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Here's Sexton. Yep, it's good. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll